World According to TC. It's the World According to TC, 8 o'clock every Friday afternoon. I have some valuable information I'd like to pass on to you. It seems as though I'm going to have to talk about this subject just about every Friday. And I want to tell you this right now. I'm going to say this, and I want you to think about it. There's some good in every man. Give him respect and give him a chance, because he's somebody. I'm somebody. We need to get that message across to everyone in this country, everyone in this town, everyone in this world. We are valuable people. We are all valuable people, and we just need to respect one another, value one another. That's all it takes. This is part of what I've been telling you about. This is the boot camp for eternity. You can't go around holding malice in your heart. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Before you know it, you'll be old and gone on your way to your destiny, and life has passed you by, and you have spent all of your time hating somebody, disliking somebody because the color of their skin, the color of their skin. Why? Why? Everybody's got a skin. Everybody's got different colors. So accept one another. Accept one another, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot make a person over again. You can't make him over. You can kill him, but you still won't make him over again. You can kill him, you can't eat him. What you gonna do about killing a man? What you gonna do? I heard today on up in Wisconsin. No, it wasn't in Wisconsin. It was in where they had the killing at. Some people, four Caucasian men found a young lady. She's mixed race, and they throw lighter fluid on her, and somebody threw a lighter at her. She caught on fire, and luckily she was able to extinguish the thing. But please, don't you have better things to do with that than that? Don't you have better things to do than that? Can't you do something better than just found someone to beat up on all the time? I tell you, this country is headed for a rude awakening. You see, you got people, the evangelicals are saying, oh, we are God-fearing nation. I say, hogwash, you never was God-fearing. You came to this country killing people. Come to this country, first you brought the Bible, befriended the Indians for a little while. Then you sent back to England or back to Europe, and you brought the guns. You brought the guns to fight a people that had no beef with you. You had no beef with them people other than you wanted to take their land. It didn't start out that way, but that's what it ended up being, a takeover of somebody else's land. Not only did it in America, did it in South Africa, Australia, the Aboriginal people. You wreaked havoc everywhere you've been, man. Don't you get tired? Don't you get tired? You have got somebody one day to answer to, I hope, but you think you're all it. No, you're not. No, you're not, brother. You're not all it. There's somebody over you. Somebody over you that's gonna call you and call you for what you are. Look, I love the thought of Christianity if it could be put into reality. So far, I don't see it. I kind of just set myself aside and deal with the eternal as I see him. And I don't have to worry about you making me see what you want me to see. I have in my heart what I want to see. When I was a child, I dreamed things. I dreamed things in the cotton field. And believe me, all of them have come true. It didn't happen to me, but it happened to my children. I'm telling you, I dreamed things. I had to get away. But I'm telling you, you think that you are so Mr. Christianity. No, you're not. Some of the biggest people you think that are Christians, they own stock in mines in South Africa. Christian preachers, they own stock in gold mines in South Africa. One of them supposedly have been in the Korean War and was in combat. He never was. Every other American soldiers came up on that and caught him lying. Why do you want to lie about things? Why do you want to lie about things? Is that one of your main things you do? You like building yourself up? Oh my goodness. Man, do something for somebody. Woman, do something for somebody. You don't have to kill them. Just lie in wait for someone. That is murder. And it keeps happening over and over and over again. It's time out. I believe that someone in the great somewhere sees everything. Sees everything you do, sees everything I do. And I'm telling you, we're going to be called up on the carpet about it one day. And I want my hands to be clean. I want my hands to be clean of anybody's blood, filth, or anything. I don't want it in my part. I don't want it in me. There's people I know and love. If you can't help a person, don't hurt them. Don't do nobody any harm. You don't have to do it, people. You don't have to do that. We've got enough things here with this pandemic we're going through and other disasters, all of this pollution that our great president turned loose. We got to deal with that. We have got to deal with it. I wish you people would please. There ain't no use in talking about him putting on a mask because he's not going to do it. I think he does that to show I got a right to die if I want to die. So he's showing them. And I tell you what, if you follow his lead, you probably will wind up that way. He is not a person that I would want anybody to be like in my family. I wouldn't want him on my worst enemy. Lying, cheating, stealing, whoring around. But it's not him. People said it about him. And yes, he knows more than the generals. I do too. He knows more than the doctors. I do too. So me and him on the same wavelength, I think. I know more than the generals. And everything, everybody that I get rid of, they was incompetent. Find a whole lot of things about them being incompetent. People you just embrace when you got there, but when they didn't tap dance to your music, buddy, you said they was incompetent. They didn't want to do what they was told to do and all that old stuff. You're a clown, man. You're a clown. Sit down. Only thing different than you and Bozo, he had a red nose. You probably got one too, but I can't see it. But you are a clown. And it's time you be called what you are. You are a clown. You mess up this, you have messed up this country. People from all over this world. We was gaining a little ground and, doing the right thing. But I think these people up now, they see you for what you are, man. And I think you and Putin must have played together when you were children. Y'all sure do get along pretty good. Get along good. If I had anything to do with the Russians as much as you have when they was following me as I maneuvered in Germany, their liaison officers following us, I'd be in Leavenworth. If I'd said anything to them, I'd be in Leavenworth today. And you done almost gave the country to Putin. You give Putin anything, he can have anything. I don't know what it is you like about those communist countries, boy, but it's showing up on you now. This is WFUV 91.2, 91.1, 92.1 FM, Flint, Michigan. We're downtown on University Avenue. Some of the great giants of industry had walked this place, these streets. People, Studebaker, a lot of General Motors, O's. Everybody was here at one time in Flint, Michigan. Flint, Michigan is a very historic city. It's got a lot of history behind it. First starting off as a wagon, building wagons off the Flint River, shipping logs down the Flint River, and they made wagons here. And a little bit later on, they decided they'd put an engine on that horseless carriage. And they did it. They did it. A lot of success. I was very blessed to have a job in that industry. I enjoyed it very, very much. I learned a lot. It was just good. It was a learning experience. The whole time I worked at General Motors, they never stopped you from thinking about the next product. You always wanted to go and see what next. And I saw a lot of changes in that company. I was looking at an auto book the other day. They had these cars up. Some cars were selling, I think, in 1950, some Chevrolet sold for about $800. And when I started working at GM in the 1970s, 67, I used to watch those price stickers go down that line. And I mean a car fully loaded, a Sabre, electric 225. I had never seen one above $20,000. And a loaded car was $15,000. You can't touch him with that today. You better have more than that. It's been a learning experience for me, and I'm glad that I was guided to this place. That's what happened. I was really guided to this place, and Because my uncle, he said, man, I want you to come up here, make some of this General Motors money. And that's where he put it. Make some General Motors money. And I did. And I enjoyed every bit of it. And I enjoy the work I do now, the things I did as a child in agriculture class in different places, working with farmers. And our leader, Mr. Miller, he taught us a lot. He taught us a lot. And I tell you, every day I reach back and grab some of that stuff. You know, I wonder where it was, but it was like, it's been there in the back of my mind somewhere. It comes up. When I run into some problems, I start thinking, because I faced some of these similar situations before. You just got to know how to analyze the situation, tear into it, repair it, put it back online. I enjoy that. I enjoy it every day. I'm a purpose-driven man. I get up every day doing something for somebody or myself, but it's all pleasing. It's all pleasing. I enjoy just working for other people, doing something for them, especially if people are not able to pay the big bucks. I'll easily step in and help people out, you know, and it don't cost them that much. Sometimes the elderly and the disadvantaged, it might not even cost them nothing. Won't cost them nothing. That's the type of man I am. That's the type of man I was taught to be. You can't help a person, don't hinder him. Don't do him no harm. It's a beautiful life. Beautiful life. I'll be 75 years old now. I never dreamed it. But he's kept me around here for some reason. And I'm willing to help anybody I can. Because I remember the times when people getting help every day. And some people in this city will not help you now. But that's the change in the times we live in. But life goes on. But I tell you, we have to learn to love one another and get along. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't hurt. Ain't no skin off your nose if you just say hello to a person. Nothing. I walked in the doctor's office this morning and I said, "Good morning." I could hear a rat piss on something. Nobody said a word. And I turned around and said, "Good morning." And then 3, 4 of them said, "Good morning" back, see. And they kind of chuckled at it. They know what time it is. Some people just don't want to speak. They become that type of person. I used to go into work sometime. I said, "Good morning." There's one guy, "What's so good about it?" Brother, it's good all the time. If you open your eyes, get up out that rack that you're sleeping in, you got a chance. But if you lay there, just lay there and just toss and turn, and you go back to sleep, ain't nothing coming to you but a dream. My grandpa used to say, "Hey man, get up out this bed, go outside. Somebody might have dropped $20 on the ground, and you be the first one to find it." I tried to talk that to my son, but ain't nobody out there on that ground. But we had a lovely time growing up in the South. It's a beautiful place. It was a beautiful life. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the people I come in contact with, blacks and Caucasians. We know each other better than anybody in this country. The Southern Caucasian and the Southern Black people, they know more about each other than anybody in this country. Because most of the people came up here came from over Europe. They never had a chance to be around us, talk to us, or nothing. So we were uh, we were aliens to them. But we've been here longer than they have. But they treat you like you're an alien, and they just got here yesterday. We've been here 470 years. 470 years, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. That should say something to our youth. I don't want you to spend another 30 years when we get to 500. I would love to see our people accomplish much more in those 30 years than we have in the whole 470. But it starts with people like Booker T. Washington, W.E.B. Du Bois. They were different people. W.E.B. Du Bois was an intellectual. Booker T. Washington believed in a man learning a skill and working at that skill. But the one thing they had difference of opinion, the one thing they did agree on, we have got to stick together. We got to do it, people. We are the most divided race of people on the face of this earth. Why? Everybody, I'm telling you, it's time out for that old picking at each other and see a brother get up and you pull him down like a bunch of crabs in a tub. It's time to stick together, put your money together, put your ideas together, and put them into action with a big corporation. I'm talking about, I want the people, the preachers. You don't need to hold on them millions. You don't need a $64 million jet because you ain't taking it with you. And you cannot fly that to the mothership. They won't even have you. The stuff you pull and all of your accumulations and that big mansion you got in Atlanta, you're all discipline, brother. You can't take it with you. People here around here ministers here got $2 or $3 million, and most of them, some of them got more than that. Some of them got more than that. And they want to browbeat the little guy, go after his purse. You can't make it like that. You don't need all that money sitting up, dusting. You ain't drawing no interest on it. You're not drawing any interest on it. You probably got some of it hid in the garden, stuffed up in a mattress. That money should be working for us. People that plays sports, figures, people that act the figures, all of you people that's holding on to a big wad of money just to see how much more you can get. You need to turn it loose and put it to use. We could use some big black corporations startups. We could use them. We have the people, and we need to start helping ourselves. We do a whole lot of stupid things, piling a lot of money up in diamond-studded cars. Oh, my goodness. $400 tennis shoes. $600 worth of hair on your head. It ain't get you nowhere. I see a lot of it in the street. See a lot of those wigs in the street. I guess the guy that be done got mad with whoever was wearing it and pull it off and throw it in the street. I find some of them, a lot of them just in the street, just laying there, people running over them. You think it's an animal, you get up to it, it's a wig. We have got to start thinking success, thinking of success and helping the people that come behind us. They didn't leave us a clear path, but I hope that we can today show our kids a better path if they want to take it. You can't make them take anything, but you can please show them that there's a better way. Standing on the corner, getting all dressed up and hanging out, we can do something constructive. Please. This is WFUV 92.1 LPFM, Flint, Michigan. You're with Kerry Cruz in the world according to TC. Come on every Friday night at 8 o'clock. I've been getting some positive feedback from this show. Somebody would like to see these things happen. I talk to people every day about the same thing. We need to have our own. We need to have our own hospitals, own banks. And then we need to have a hospital where when you sit up in the waiting room, people don't walk over there to you and say, hey, I was sitting up in the waiting room one day, and I got there after the people was there. There's two Caucasians sitting there, a man and his wife, and I sit there too, sign in and sit there. So this office manager walked over to me and said, hey, you got your copay? I said, yeah, why? Well, you need to pay it. And she signed me up for copay, and the two Caucasians there hadn't asked them for nothing. You people in these offices better get your people right. You better get them right. If you're gonna take from one, I don't mind paying my way, but don't just get me first. Get the first person that was there. Don't wait till I get in and start collecting money. You should have collected right from the get-go. This happened in a doctor's office here. Another thing happens. People have to pay consumer power. Consumer power got a place out there. You can either get in line, if you get in line to go to the office to talk to somebody, or get in line in the car line where you can pay your bill. Now, if you get in line to pay your bill and you happen to be my age, and I'm trying to pay my bill and I'm in a long line, and I need you to use the restroom, you can't do it at Consumer Powers. Take note of this, council people. Consumer Power needs to have a restroom in there for the elderly because they don't have it in there. What about the old people that need to use the restroom? A lot of them have wet on themselves because they say, we don't have no restroom in here. Don't stop telling that lie. You ain't got no restroom in here. We got a restroom in here, but you can't use it. Please say that. I had the same thing happen to me today. I was at the foot doctor's office. I had to use the restroom after they done took my shoes off, start working on me. So what they had to do is take me way up front to the waiting room, and I got to the waiting room to use the restroom, and the lady said, hey, somebody in there. And I told the lady that I said, hey, I got to use the restroom. Well, I said, never mind. I go outside. No, 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 don't go outside and do it. Don't go outside and do it. You can
Hey,
use this one
Terry, you
back
got
here.
about
But
30
don't tell me
seconds.
no lie,
30
you ain't
seconds
got no
left.
restroom in there. Because I know if I had been somebody else, you would let them use the restroom. Be consistent with your practices. Do unto others as you have them do to you. Or I have to run out the front door and use it when you take somebody else and open the door for them. I hope you're getting what I'm saying. This is the world according to TC. Signing off. See you next Friday, 8 o'clock. Thank you.